Shy.
Okay. All right, let's get started. Tonight is not about sending more emails or automating spam. It's about doing less, but doing it smarter. Most teams today don't have lead problem. They have follow-up problems. Good leads fall through the cracks. Message are generic. Timing is off, and everyone feels busy. But results don't really move. What you'll see today is Smart Follow AI Agent. Its job is very simple: to turn deep lead intelligence into human-level outreach without noise, without pressure, and without wasting any effort. This agent doesn't help you reach more people. It helps you reach the right people in the right way and in the right time. Everything you'll see tonight is practical, real data, real decision points, and always a human in control. So before we talk about how it works, let's go over the agenda. This is the agenda for today's workshop. First, a very short intro, me and Sandokan. Then we'll align the real problem we're solving. Not AI, not automation, the follow-up gap. We'll do a quick recap on the lead generator agent, which was the first one, and then lead sense, just to make sure everyone here is on the same page. After that, we'll focus on smart follow and how it works and why it changed the game. And most of the time, we'll be here in the live demo, real data and real decisions. We'll wrap these takeaways and Q&A in the end of the session, and you leave knowing exactly if and how this fits your world. All right, let's start with a quick intro. Very quick about me, just for context. My name is Shai Bar. I've been working in technology for almost 3 decades, mostly around systems that actually needs to work in production under pressure. I'm not coming from theory. I come from designing, building, and operating mission-critical systems in IT, security, and business operations. What I do today is take messy business problems and turn them into practical AI workflows. No demos, no slides, real systems that people actually use. I design the architecture, I build the agents, and I stay involved until it runs in a real-world environment. On cloud, on on-premise environment, or hybrid, whatever the reality requires. So everything you see tonight comes from that mindset, end-to-end execution with clear ROI. Now Sandokan will introduce himself.
Thank you, Shy. Guys, my name is Sandak on stage. Most of the world calls me Stage or Sando. I have 20 plus years now in the technology space. My background has been in portfolio program and project management, but also system implementations. Probably the last 10 years, I've been in management consulting. So that's what my company is, in an AI management consulting practice, where I support what I've been doing for the last 20 years, but also developing AI agents. I'm probably what you call a citizen developer, business architect, and strategist, right? I'm the type of person that's able to come in, work with clients, really figure out kind of what their current state is and kind of what their future state is going to be, and help them kind of map whether it's a immediate implementation or a phased approach, some type of digital transformation solution. I do full end-to-end service delivery, and have been doing that for years. I'm very comfortable in here, and grateful that I have a mentor like Shai, amazing individual,
Well,
architect and coach in developing AI agents, and here to support our community with these initiatives. So thank you, Shai. Back to you.
thank you, Sando. Okay, let me start with a simple statement here. We don't have a lead problem. Most teams think the solution is more leads, more tools, more automation. But more leads doesn't equal more revenue. In many cases, they actually create more noise. Generic outreach burns time, trust, and even your email domain. Sales teams work hard, but on their own prospects and at the wrong time. So today is not about sending faster messages or more messages. It's about changing how we decide who deserves follow up in the first place. What we're showing is a simple three-agent system. First was lead discovery, the lead generator, finding the right targets. Second, intelligence, deep account and context research about the person and his company. And only then comes this AI agent that we're presenting today, the smart follow-up, personalized outreach at scale. The real question is this: how do we invest our limited time only where ROI actually exists?
That is
And
a
the
great
answer,
question.
yeah, thanks. And that, let's quickly recap how the first agent, lead generator, works. The first agent is all about one thing: precision over volume. Manual ICP research is slow and noisy. Team spends hours researching leads that never convert. The problem isn't effort. The problem is that effort is invested in the wrong places. This agent defines a very focused ICP. It enriches leads with LinkedIn activity and real web signals. And it filters hard for relevance, authority, and even AI interest. We don't try to find everyone. We try to find the right few. In practice, this means that about 3 times faster ICP discovery and roughly 85% higher lead quality. Do you hear me? Before outreach even starts. This aligns perfectly with what we see in the industry. Lead quality predicts revenue much better than lead volume. But finding the right leads is only step one. What really matters is understanding who they are and why now. That's where the next agent come in.
All right, guys, real quick, I'm going to put in the chat here. In the event that you guys may have missed episode number one, I'm going to go ahead and put the Zoom recording for that, along with the lead generator AI agent remix for your guys' convenience. So it's in the chat now. Feel free to use it, forward it on to folks that you work with. All right, Shai,
Thanks,
back to
son.
you.
Thank you. The second agent is where we stop treating all leads as equal. Not all ICP deserve the same level of investment. Some leads look good on paper, we all know that, but have no real chance to convert. So why should we waste our time? LeadSense AI agent goes deep. It looks at role impact, decisions, power, and real pain points. For each lead, it builds an opportunity map, not just who is this, but why would they care and why now? And then it prioritizes hard. We focus on top 20% of leads that usually drive 80% of results. In practice, that means most of your results come from a small part of the list. And you save around 60% of your time by not chasing low quality leads. This isn't magic. It's applying the Pareto principle with better data and better judgment. And once we know exactly who is worth our time, the final question is, how do we reach out without sounding automated? That's where smart follow comes in.
Guys, same thing here for LeadSense. If you guys haven't had a chance to participate in episode two or would like the video recording, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat along with the remix link for LeadSense. So that's available to you guys now. Back to you, Shai.
Thanks. This is our agent. The search agent is where everything comes together. Generic outreach get low response rate. You all saw that. And spray and pray doesn't just fail, it kills trust and deliverability. You'll end up in this person's spam folder. You even might burn your domain. So the goal is not to send more messages. The goal is to send fewer, better ones, messages that brings better results. Smart follow run a control sequence. 3 emails or 3 LinkedIn DMs. Each one is tailored to the role, the pain points, the tech stack, and the company context. This is a human level personalization combined with machine level scale. This way, the outreach feels relevant, not automated, and personal. Reply rate goes up, your email domain and LinkedIn reputation stay protected, and you get better outcomes with fewer messages. This is not automation for sake of automation or for speed. It's automation for judgment. And now, instead of talking about it, let's see the agent working on real leads. Just before that, I want to show you the architecture. I'm not going to walk you through the diagram in details. This slide is here for one reason, to show that this was designed, not improvised. There's a lot of time invested in planning the flow, the decisions, and the failure points. You can clearly see the separation between campaign setup, queue management, decision checkpoint, and delivery. This is what allows the agent to be predictable, safe, and scalable, not just smart. From my experience, good AI systems are not just about prompts. They're about architecture. So instead of explaining boxes and arrows, let's see how the design behaves in real life. I'll switch to live demo now. Before we jump into the demo, I want to pause for a moment. What you are about to see is how Smart Follow takes deep lead intelligence from the previous agent, meaning the lead sense results, and turn into this precise human level outreach automatically. As we go through the demo, please don't focus on how many messages are sent. Focus on two things: on why each message exists and what does the message contain. Remember, this is a control sequence for high quality scored ICPs. No spray and pray, no spam risk, just fewer messages and better outcomes. Before I run the live session, the run demo, are there any clarification questions about what you're about to see or about the flow itself? Anyone? No.
The chat bot is pretty clear right now, but anybody else?
Okay.
We just got something come through. Let's see here. Sorry if this question was answered last week, but how do we ensure leads are opting in to receive inbound communication? Is that a GDPR, a CCPA breach if we send inbound messages without one's consent?
Um, yes, the question is relevant because if there is no consent, then this person can, if you spam him, yes, he can't complain. But if you're polite, from my experience, if you're polite and you see the messages, and we only try by the best practices of the industry to send only 3 email messages, then he will not complain. He might send you an email with please don't spam my inbox. But again, you see the emails soon enough, and you see that there's no chance or there's a low chance that you'll get such a message.
Yeah, and that question came from Sebastian. You're our marketing guru, so I'd be curious to see from your perspective kind of what that is. But I think also from my perspective, I think it's the first shot is obviously free, right? But if we're being told, hey, get us off of your list or do not email me, that kind of a thing, and we're tracking that and making sure that we have some kind of mechanism on ourselves, someone like me, a small business, tracking who wants to be removed, and I'm doing my part, I should
Hmm.
be in a good space, right? And as long as I'm doing that kind of a thing. But I'm curious from you, Sebastian, since you posed that question, I assume you're probably doing some of the same things, but curious to know, are you running into maybe some additional curveballs, or is there something else that you were looking for from that question?
No, just want to make sure that we stay compliant if we're using this for commercial purpose, like reaching out to leads. Hey, are you interested about purchasing our product?
Hmm.
And if you get too many spams, then you
Hmm.
have the potential to have your domain to be blacklisted
Of course.
unless you have a system in place that show the end user the ability to get his email removed
Yeah.
from
Hmm.
said
Hmm.
list.
In two companies that I'm working with, those AI agent, they use Mailshake, a platform that already put inside the message in the lower part, unsubscribe. And again, because it's a personal message, again, you don't cross the line when it's not marketing, because
Yeah,
usually people send the same message to 100 people, so it's marketing.
you're right.
The agent
It's
of the
individual.
AI,
Yeah.
yeah, understand that it's marketing, and he adds to the header without asking you. This is marketing, okay? But here you see this, it's a personal email for each one of them. So this is the main difference here. And again, for my point of view, because I'm trying to send only three messages. The first one is sent, let's say today. After 2 days, I will send another angle. You'll see in a minute. Okay, you see my screen right now. Yes,
Yes.
this is a report.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first email for Juan,
Hmm.
and then there is a second email. You see, it's shorter. I will send it after 2 days. Okay, if I didn't get a reply, this is another angle and it's shorter. And then there'll be the last one that only nurturing her, okay, leaving the door open. I know timing is not always right, so I'll keep this short. And you're not spamming. I will not send
Hmm.
her any more emails if she it doesn't reply for 3 emails. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Sebastian, it's working. Because
Yeah.
again, it's something personal. You see, it's not we have this kind of solution for AI. I came across your work. Let me make it bigger.
A swap. Yeah.
Swap and notice you're managing
Manage
companies across
campaign.
multiple advertising platform without a unified way to measure what's actually working. For
Hmm.
CMO, right, you see, it's personal.
It
I
is.
did the research on the person. It's not something generic.
Yeah, to be mindful of
Okay.
the time, we'll wrap this up, but I think Greg makes a good point here, right? If it's a business email, it's publicly available, right? I think it's fair to say that an initial reach can be made, right? But I think it's a two-way street. At the end of the day, we need to do our homework and understand what the rules and regulations are, depending on who we're reaching out, and be mindful of that and do our homework and our diligence in terms of tracking and respecting people's requests. But then also the recipients have to kind of do their part too at the end of the day, right? They have to let us know, hey, don't reach out to us, take us off your email list, that
Hmm.
kind of a thing. But Shai makes another good point too, right? We're not bashing individuals over and over and over. We're making a fair attempt. And at some point, we're going to make a realistic guesstimation, so to speak, that says, you know what, this person's clearly not interested. And we move on until maybe a new campaign comes into play. So it goes both ways, but it was a great question, Sebastian. I think it's a due
Yeah.
diligence responsibility on all of us.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So this is the AI agent. It has 4 workflows. This is the main one. And because you came to the workshop, I will give you a bonus AI agent, and you'll see it in the end of this workshop. This bonus AI agent creates a brand book. So you can create your own brand book for your business. It's amazing. I invested a lot of time in this for my business because I have 4 lines in my companies, and I'll demonstrate how to work with it. But this is the bonus. So let's start with the Smart Follow AI agent. So here you have an option to use an existing brand book. Okay, let's make it a little bigger, maybe. It only brings this. Okay, so I can use an existing brand book or a new one. A new one is loading this PDF that I've created with the brand book. And why do I use that? because inside the brand book itself, there is all the information about my company, my core services, brand strategy, color palettes. It's not relevant for this AI agent, but again, there is a lot of information about me and my company. And when I'm creating those messages, it will use all this brand and information about my tone balance profile, what I'm trying to do and not do. You see, don't use jargon without context or explanation. The AI agent takes all this and then create the messages like Shai wrote them or Sandokan wrote them. So it's personal. This is what we're talking about. We're creating something that you can really work with. And all the value proposition of my company is inside as well. Okay? So we'll see how we use it. And if I already loaded it, it's on the system. I don't have to load it each time I run the AI agent because it saves it to a global variable. Then I have two options, to run a new campaign or to continue a campaign. Why did we implement this? Because let's say you have in this from lead sense, you remember the first one, lead generator collected all of these ICPs. And the second tab is lead sense, analyzing and doing the full research and deep research and getting all this value information about their strengths, risk, fit reason, non-fit reason, recommended strategy. So I have all this information about those persons. Now, let's say I have 1,000 rows. I don't want to email 1,000 person today. I'm not capable of. So I want to take the 10 first and I'll email them today and then take another group. So this is why we implemented the new or continue. Continue will continue from where you stopped. Okay? Because again, it saves it to a queue inside those AI agents, and it will continue from the point, the last person that we send the email for him. So the new campaign comes here. It fetches the rows, meaning all the persons that we mentioned here. It's A29 to X33, meaning we take a chunk of these persons, only this chunk. MindStudio doesn't have a variable yet here that it can be automatically, but I did ask it in the community. I hope it will be here. Then I can throw it from the queue automatically. For now, you have to update it manually. And then it brings the ICP, its function, it creates a queue. Here you put the campaign and campaign message. What are you trying to do? It will create the campaign and then it will jump to the mind. Here is the mind of the AI agent. This is the key here. It will get the first person from the queue and then it will generate the email. Okay, here is, you see, I take the follow item, the current campaign, my brand voice. This is my brand voice from the brand book. Okay, and the global username is my signature. And here is the prompt inside. Using all the guardrails to create those 3 email sequence here, or DMs. And then it formatted as HTML. This is something wonderful on MindStudio. You'll have a checkpoint block. You see the email. You can revise it. And then you can change the email before you send it. Then it will build a list and update the Google Sheet. Why do I implement this in the AI agent? Because it brings the information here. And then you can take it from any other system, like Mailshake, and take the information and send the email automatically. If you want to, you can do it manually. I demonstrated it here. You can open the sequence, and here you have copy subject, copy body, and you can copy to your Outlook or Gmail and send it. So it can be half manual. But if you use something like that, you can integrate it with another platform that brings those 3 emails. You see, email 1 subject, email body, email 2 subject, email 2 body, email 3 subject and body. And it can then send it from your company to those ICPs. And here we attach our sequence email to this person queue. And there is a logic here that checks if we finish the queue. If not, it will continue running, and you'll see it in a second. If it ends, it generates this report that you saw here. So you can give it to your SDR. You can work with it manually And I'm telling you again, I have two companies. One is using automation, and one the SDR is sitting on this report and just open the sequence, copy subject, copy body, and put it in his Outlook, and bye-bye. He finishes this person.
Hey
This
Shay,
is
is that report part of the remixing the agent? Or is that something
yes, yes,
separate you
yes,
built
yes.
for yourself?
Everything here that you see inside,
Yeah.
it's here. This is the report. It's built in. We've built everything to the AI agent, except the list that we put it outside. But everything else is built for inside the AI agent. It's a very complex report. I don't want to be too much technical. I'll just show you that there are more than 1,000 rows here. You see, of code. This is a very heavy report, but it's yours. Now you can use it. Okay, we want to see it in action. Yeah, we didn't come to only to talk here. Okay, let's load a brand book. Let me take MindStudio's brand book. Where is it? It's supposed to be here. What am I missing? Let me check for a second. I didn't save it yet. Okay, I'll take mine.
When you're doing that, Michael posed a good question about the dashboard part being part of the remix link. It is part of it, right? It's a feature that's in your lead generator, sorry, your lead sense agent once you run that agent, and then it's also here with the smart follow agent.
Okay, it uploads the brand book, and now it analyzes it. You see, it will get all the context from the brand book. And the more you give details in the brand book, the more concise the emails and DMs will be. I'm telling you from my own experience, it's amazing. It's like I wrote the messages. And now
Right,
I'll
we
do a
got
new
five
campaign.
minutes.
Mhm. I'll do the new campaign. Okay, what do we have here? Here is the name of a campaign. Let's say new um, smart follow workshop. Oh, oops. Here you can describe what you're doing, and I put inside few call to action buttons. Can be no specific CTA, book a short call, join our workshop, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or custom CTA. And then here's the headline and the supporting text. You put inside the supporting text. And if you're doing a workshop, you can also put links to the workshop inside. Because I don't want to waste the time, we're short on time here. You can also pull your working campaigns. This is my campaigns from this AI agent, and I'll just take one of them, and all the information should be inside. I just need to update the link to the workshop, and that's it. Use this campaign. Come on. Okay, starting generating those emails. This is the main block here. If you want to change anything, it's here. It's the generate. Please remember that. If you want to customize it, this is the block that you need to change for your, uh, again, it should bring everything from the brand. But if you want to make it even more tight and fasten here the prompt, this is place to work with. Now it generates the HTML report so we can revise it. And you'll see something cool in a second, the human in the loop mechanism. I really love that. I remember, please remember, it brought those ICPs from this tab. Okay. It brings the person, you have the email here, is LinkedIn if you want to open it, and with the first subject. And if we went and dive into the Google Sheet, you'll see that all this information is based, I checked it many times, about all the intelligence that we brought from Apollo about this person. And there'll be a link for the workshop. And again, we have the second email and then the third. But look at something very nice here. You can revise those messages. I can write here, please make it more personal. But keep the context. Now you see something amazing. It revises those messages for you, but it will keep all the intelligence information inside. So your SDR, if you see that the email is not personal enough or not professional enough, then he can always revise it here before he even sends it. This is powerful. This saves a lot of time. I see in one company I'm working with, their SDR are spending half an hour for each set. It's a lot of time, half an hour. You see, I come from across Summit Golf brand and was impressed by portfolios you've built across the premium golf space. And you see, it says mention summer golf to be more personal, reference the golf industry. So it did revised those messages and kept the contents inside. Now, this is something really useful. When you play with it, you see that you get awesome results. You can even put inside, this is the way I write messages. Please rewrite those messages in my tone. If you didn't get it from the brand book as you wished, then you can put it here. When I press send email, it doesn't send the email, okay? Because I didn't want to send it through the workshop, but again, you can put another block here that sends email. MindStudio has this block. I didn't want, you see, there is a send email. Then I could put it here, just put the subject here, the message here, and just send it. But I didn't want to send email during the playing with the agent. And again, it will do another loop. If I go to my emails here, you see, here's the emails. Email 1, email 2, all the sequence is inside. Again, it generates another email, format is to HTML, and then it brings it to the checkpoint and goes over and over and over again until it finishes the queue. And then you'll have an exit here to the report. And another person here. And then
Real
I'll send
quick,
it.
there was a nice question that was asked by Doug, which is what tool is being used to actually send the emails?
There is a built-in block in MindStudio. Okay, there is a built-in block, but it will send from MindStudio domain. Okay, there is a built-in block here. You attach your account, but as I recall, the sending domain will be MindStudio. If you want to send it,
the recipient is going to need to validate the fact that you're sending them an email. It's a tricky little block. And you have to, there's going to be another checkpoint that comes up for you to approve the email throughout the course of actually having to go through all that. So it's an interesting thing.
So Doug, you can do what we demonstrated before. You can come to the report. This is a sequence. This is the final report. When you see it, you can copy the subject, the email, and send it from your domain. So
Just
it's
send it
half
right to
manual.
Gmail.
It's
Yep.
half manual, but you can copy it to your Gmail now.
Yep.
Okay, it's very easy.
Fair enough. Thank you.
This is why we implemented. This is why we implemented. Thank you, Zando. This is why we implemented this card, because we want to give you an option to just copy it and send it from your domain. Okay, but again, if you want to put a block inside this AI agent, do it automatically, it's feasible. Okay, I don't want to waste your time, but you do get the picture. It will finish eventually. I want to go to the brand book, and we give it more time to run. By the way, if it's stuck like this sometime, it's a bug with the browser, just refresh it, and then you'll see the sequence again. And again, you have here, hi, Juan, I came across your work at Swap and noticed you're managing marketing operation for platforms serving hundreds of global e-commerce businesses. You see, it's personal. It's not, hi, we're selling AI. Something that is relevant because all the information is from Apollo and it's really validated information. And again, you can change it, give here information to this AI, and it will customize those messages or DM. Let's say I want to do something quick. I want you to it to LinkedIn DM. Let's see what it's doing. Because it's too long for a DM. Something like that won't go well as DM. I think it's Sandokan, how many characters? There's 300, no?
Sorry, I missed the question. Say it one more time.
What's the limitation on DMs on LinkedIn? It's 300 characters?
300 characters on an in-mail DM,
Mhm.
like an initial one. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, the email was too long, so I can write here, adjust it to LinkedIn DM. And I could specify 300 or 250 characters inside. Let's see if it's shorter. Yeah, it's shorter. You see? It's very powerful. It's very powerful.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
Sandro.
just for clarity, guys, and Sebastian made a good clarity, right? It's for the initial connection. There's a 300 limitation. Once you're connected, obviously or if you have Sales Navigator or whatnot, there's a bit more breathing room. It depends. There's a little bit more, but yeah, the initial is 300.
But you get the point. You get the point. You see, the human in the loop mechanism here is very powerful. You can adjust it, you can play with it, you can do whatever you like. And again, this is valid information. If you check it against your Google Sheet, you'll see all the information is based on the Apollo intelligence that we get on this person and company. Now, do you want to see the bonus AI agent? Okay.
Merry Christmas, everyone, or Happy Holidays from Shai.
Yeah, here in Israel, it's Hanukkah. Okay, business name. Let's do it for MindStudio, okay? I went to Fever and I asked someone how much will it cost me to create a brand book without any hesitation. He told me $1,000. So this is $1,000 AI agent. Industry, I'll put AI platform, automation, AI agents. The website, let's put inside my email, but because I don't want to put anyone from MindStudio, so they won't get spammed. After all, it's our workshop. And now comes the really nice part. Here in services, you put all what you're selling. Okay. MindStudio is a platform building, testing, developing, and operating AI-powered application, automation AI agent. Okay, all the information, I took it from their site, is the information about their services. What's the target audience? As I understand from Dimitri, everyone that wants to use AI and not left behind. Okay. Brand values. Powerful, easy to use, no coding required, but extensible with code if you need it. Over 100 templates for all kinds of business, use professional use cases. Over the average build takes 15 minutes to an hour. Okay. Now you have a tone here, friendly conversation, premium. You can change this side, but let's say Premium and exclusive. Okay, primary language, English, channel. They have many channels. I'll put everything aside. Yes, it's tech. Oh, let me try premium and elegant this time. I will not add any colors because I will add their logo to analyze it. This is my brand, another brand of mine, Best AI Academy. If you know my channel, it's new. All my avatars are playing there. This is MindStudio logo. Okay, I can create PDF, HTML. I will create a PDF. Now it will collect information from you about your company. It will analyze the logo and then it will discuss with you about the colors. The first, it will generate a palette here based on your logo, and it will give you suggestion. Okay, based on MindStudio palette, he suggests those two colors because it's white and black, and then there is accent here, and you see you can include and not include a color. We decided to include this electric blue, the light canvas, and the soft divider. Listen, all these numbers are real. You can copy it from here to your website or Canva or Gamma, whatever, and that's it. You have the same color palette to all platforms relevant to your logo. Let's say I confirm that. I'm using Gamma and Canva, and I needed to create for the new brand I'm building all this information. Here you can choose fonts. Again, I put inside few, but of course you can add more fonts inside. It's in the prompt. Let's say I confirm the prompt, the fonts. And now it will work on the layout. This is mostly for your website, this section. To keep the landing pages and the website look the same. Okay, here we are. You see here the layout. See, it can be airy, standard, compact. And then you have the corner. You want to corner to look. You can do it flat, saddle, elevated. Let's put it elevated. Then it can be centered, left, split. Let's put it centered. Okay. I'll confirm the layout. It took me 10 hours to build it. Not only to build it on MindStudio, of course, to do the research, how to build this AI agent, and then design it, and afterwards building the first layer, and then the second layer, and the fifth layer, until I got it right. But it was the time. Now anyone can create his own brand book. Okay, here is another. It's about iconography style review. Yeah, field or outlined, detailed, minimal, abstract, literal. Let's say I'll take something like that. All the information will be on the brand book at the end. And now the messaging brand voice. This is the AI agent of Smart Follow. Lean on this block, on this information that it generates here, because it will be the do's and don't do's. This is the most important thing here to bring to Smart Follow. Otherwise, it won't send email or DMs with your voice, brand, or your rules. what to send. I do really, because there is a high hype on AI, I really stay away like from fire on using hype because it's annoying people. I see it's annoying people when AI is wonderful, it's awesome, it's doing everything for me. Okay, it creates something and you can alter it, but let's see what it gets here. It gets the first pillar, A capabilities that were once locked behind expensive consultant and specialized teams are now accessible to anyone with an idea and 15 minutes. MindStudio removes the technical gatekeeping without removing the power. Okay, first pillar. Second pillar, no coding required to build sophisticated AI agent. The visual builder makes complex automation logical, visible, understandable, and modifiable. Non-technical user can see exactly what their AI is doing. I want to read everything, but I wanted to see we can add a pillar. If it's not enough, you can add a pillar and put information inside. So this is very useful when you're building something. We give it information, but now when you're sitting with your people in the company and you want to, let's say I sit with Sebastian, he's a CMO. Tell me, is it right? Do we need to add some more information? You can add it here. And then we have the value proposition. Again, it brings the information for what we put inside. And here again, you have an option to add another value proposition. Tagline, okay? Primary tagline, secondary tagline, and CTAs, call to actions. Let's create a brand book. Any feedbacks here?
For everything good, everyone's excited about this. Getting accolades left and right there, Shy.
Did
Good
it
stuff.
worth your 1 hour time? Because we are taking, Jason, I didn't have a chance to tell hello. How are you doing? Okay.
You have to get unmuted there, Shai. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining. I really glad to see you here.
Shy, we got 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It,
It's finishing and we can do answering questions. But again, this is a powerful tool for you, for your company, and it will be on the community as well. I hope by the end of the week or maybe the early days of next week, but you can use it to create any brand book for any company.
it's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
It's pretty incredible. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, we can do the Q&A now because, oh, it's ready. Here it is. You see primary audience, mind to their problem, a platform of building, testing, deploying, operating AI, what have you, brand strategy. Everything that we put inside is here. Color palette that we chose. I'll go fast forward. This is amazing for your web builder, web designer. Okay, it's very useful. I give it to my web designer. He was amazed. This is the brand and voice. Okay. You see, don't oversell AI capabilities or make unrealistic promises about automation. It is something real. Okay, use concrete examples from real deployment. The do's and undo's. And when our smart follow create those messages, it relies on that. So it will take into consideration the don'ts and do's when it builds the messages. And here is the core value propositions and the proof points, objective handling. Yes, we see the call to action. It's a full brand book. Okay, guys, you'll find it here under community. You see there are two AI agents. You'll find it here. There'll be those two AI agents. I hope maybe by the end of the week or Sunday it will be here. Sandokan, we finished, I think. We have to go to the Q&A.
So we got 8 minutes. We got one question here, which was Did the agent research the MindStudio website?
No, I don't think I implemented that. It could be, it can be done. But again, if you're doing something like that, you have to make sure to put some guardrails so it won't bring information that's not value for your brand. Because there might be a lot of information on your website that might not be relevant. So it can be implemented, but you have to take some measures to make it safe, not noisy.
Yeah. And Shai, can you go back to the workbook real quick? So also, guys, remember when Shai was going through the demo, the content that you're putting in there, as long as it's clean, structured information that's meaningful, that's what's really going to make this brand book that much more powerful. Integrating the website or the site that you're
Mhm.
looking for is obviously feasible, right? We know that MindStudio platform is flexible. Maybe you reviewed this, Shai, maybe I missed it, but on the bottom right, guys, I don't know if you noticed that you can download this as a PDF if you
Mhm.
need to, and
Yeah.
email it to
And
whoever you
then
need. So yeah.
you have to save it. Yes, thank you, Sandokan. It's very important because when you start the smart follow, you need to upload this PDF. Okay, I'll finish this one and I'll just restart again to demonstrate it. But let's make a new one. Then I can take MindStudio. This is MindStudio brand book now. So it will create messages with their voice. Any other questions?
I'm just writing here, but if you want to, Sebastian just asked on the lead generator agent, do we have to manually search the LinkedIn job titles on LinkedIn, or can the agent seek out LinkedIn profiles based off target job titles? I was about to write the answer, but if you want to answer it, that's fine. If you guys
No.
remember from the lead generator, it is dynamic, right? Like there's a form that you would fill out. You put in your ICP information,
Mhm.
target titles, company description, that kind of thing, and it will run the search going through Apollo, doing the enrichment and deduplicating a list and giving you a solid, robust list based on the criteria that you're trying to search. So it is dynamic. You just need to, in the form, put in again what are the target market titles that you're looking for, company size, that kind of a thing.
So
It brings
it's
from Apollo. Sebastian, it brings from Apollo. This information from Apollo. It brings the LinkedIn URL.
mm-hmm.
It brings the
Okay.
email. Everything comes from Apollo. So the first AI
Yeah.
agent, the lead generator, created all this information in the first tab. If you
Yeah.
try it, you see you get not only the LinkedIn of the person, the LinkedIn of the company as well. Okay?
Yeah. I remember in the L1 certification bootcamp, we have developed similar agent, very
Mhm.
to a smaller scale, where we were building a list of contact of a
Mhm.
LinkedIn profile. Let's
Yeah.
say you enter like CMO, you go on LinkedIn, look for
Mhm.
job titles, say, I don't know, and then you have a list of 10 sales director profile on
Mhm.
LinkedIn. And when you ran your agent, the agent was able to pull all the name, the LinkedIn profile, and was looking into Apollo to match the profile with their phone number and email, sorry, with their email address, and
Mhm.
then create a list in Google. So that's why I was asking, like, if
It's here.
I mean, you've answered, like, we have to go, your agent go to Apollo directly. So you
It's here.
don't need to do, yeah,
The agent that you're talking about, this is ICP HubSpot. Okay? This is when I
yeah,
started.
it's new.
Yeah, it's almost like the lead generator. Ours is more
Yeah,
advanced, but again, they send the people directly to HubSpot.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, but I enhanced
Mm,
because I needed something else for my company. I didn't want to use. I have HubSpot, but I didn't
HubSpot.
want to use HubSpot. I wanted
Hmm.
to bring the information in another way to my Google Sheet and then create those three AI agents. Now I have a lot of information about the person, and it's really a direct message with all
Hmm.
relevant information.
All right, we got one question in the chat. This is from Michael. When it comes to design files, have you found anything that will create Illustrator files? Most tools I find create OK images, but when opening in Adobe, I don't get the fine-tuning control I get when I work with a professional designer.
No, I don't have something like that yet. Sorry.
Good question. Yeah,
Thanks.
more to explore.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got 2 more minutes. We do have a hard stop at the top of the hour. If there are no other questions, we'll let you guys go, but feel free. I just put in the contact details for Shai and myself. If you guys are part of the Slack community, you guys can reach us through Slack as well, DM us on LinkedIn, find us on our website. But any other questions from anyone in the last 2 minutes?
Thank you very much for joining. You'll have
Yeah.
those AI agents ready, I hope, by tomorrow, maybe Sunday. And I really appreciate your feedback. Please play with them. You can always reach out to me or Sando for any kind of advice. And we will be more than happy to help you use them because I really appreciate your feedback about. Sandokan and I invested more than 100 hours on these 3 workshops and building those AI agents, designing them, and we did it for the community, and we only need your feedback. That's it. So thank you very
All right.
much. Much appreciation.
You can
Thank
count
you,
on
guys.
us.
This was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a great day,
Bye.
guys. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.